live right here. This is the Dow Jones. It's the Dow Jones GJ. It's a Dow Jones Transportation. And you can see the complete haircut here. And you can see what yesterday's rally was. They come right back and sold more than what they did yesterday. And that's how markets start to show signs of bottoms and short-term oversold. Look at all that red. When yesterday it was all green. MMTs. And this is price volatility. And today's date happens to be 6/15 of 2011 at 11:35 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And there's a nice little haircut here in the Dow Jones Composite compared to yesterday. Look at the Dow Jones Industrial Averages. Look at here, all red, quite different than yesterday, as I said it would be like this. And this is part of volatility. Dow Jones Internet Conference. Yesterday it was all green. You remember it, but it's not today. And that's how bottoms get put in, is up days and down days and up days. We're short-term oversold, don't get me wrong. And let's take a look at the utilities. All red. Remember how green they were yesterday and they're buying? Here, let's take a look at the S&P 100. Oh my goodness. Look at that slew of red MMTs. That meant that yesterday's short squeeze, they took the shorts out and then got short right going into the close yesterday. And that's how volatility works. S&P 500, let's take a look. Look at that, MMTs compared to yesterday's all green. And then today, once again, you have all red. Everything is red. Look at it, MMTs. Look at all the red in the S&P 500. How about that SMF, sorry about that. S&P small cap 600, that's what I wanted to say. Look at that haircut today. Look at that haircut. Look at that volatility up and down and up and down. And that's called exactly what we were saying a couple of months ago. Increase in both directional movements. As I said yesterday, you had a bull squeeze on the bear. And once the bears came out short term, they all bought to cover. And then the next day they sit there saying, oh, gee, why did I do that? Well, look at the distribution. That's what counts. Let's get into the energy again, MMTs. Let's go to that gold and silver trade that was popping yesterday, which was all good for a trade, and today was all short tape. No bull tape, bear tape, bear tape, bear tape, bear in play. Look at here, Morgan Stanley. Oh, look at potash down. Oh boy, look at all of that red compared to yesterday. What about that natural gas trade? Oh my goodness. Look at him come right back into panic of fear and sell into that. Amex Oil. Look at that. Look at that haircut compared to yesterday. Look at that. Deutsche Bank Energy. Look at that. Look at the back to this energy. Look at it. Haircut compared to yesterday. But we still like names in here. Don't get us wrong. Hess is getting a haircut. The leaders that were up yesterday are also down. Oh, Morgan Stanley Oil Services. Haircut. How about that? How about just oil services in general? Here, oil services. Look at the names. Some of the leaders that are getting pounded today, but they were up nicely. Oh, what about the financial services? Oh, my goodness. What a haircut for them. And the KBW banking index. What a nice haircut for them. What about the NASDAQ banking index? It was so wonderfully red again. That's a bear tape today versus yesterday's bull tape. Bear and bull make markets. Bear and bulls create what? Opportunities. S&P banking. Let's take a look at the S&P banking. Look at that S&P banking getting sold down. Securities, brokers, and dealers. Look at a slew of red, except for something going on in here, this IBKR. I'm not really familiar with it, but once again, the leader, Goldman, down to 135. That's what's going on there. Food and agriculture. What about the fertilizers again? Broad-based selling. Oh my goodness. Be some good buys and trades in here. Oh, what about these lovely bloated restaurant stocks that were all up on fire yesterday that had to be sold down again? And even healthcare. They're even taking some of the healthcare moves out. Look at that healthcare. This has been on fire for a while. But once again, look at it. Look at the healthcare. Look at the gaming. What's going on in the gaming? Once again, it's all about shorting that win every single day. Stock is overpriced. Okay? Look at that one. Let's go into your wonderful little retail. that they love so much. How about this little Morgan Stanley retail? All a short today. Every one of them. Look at that. See that? See that red compared to yesterday's green bond? Here, take a look at the consumer today. Morgan Stanley consumer, all red. All red. What about the cyclicals? Let us not forget about the cyclicals. Look at those. What a big haircut across the board. Look at that. Look at, boy, they sure loved it yesterday, though, didn't they? Didn't they? I wonder how they like it today. The bull. The bear is in love today. The bull was loving it yesterday because it was squeezing the bears out. But then the bears came back fighting right away. Yes, they did. That's semiconductors. We went through them semiconductor index. This is an important one right here. A slew of red. Didn't I say on yesterday's update that these are seasonally weak and any upside would be a short and to sell short? Okay? Semiconductor, equipment, capital, all red. All red. Semiconductor devices. Oh boy, all red. Sell short into the up moves. Big money's been scaling out here. And this is how bottoms get put in. Oh no, don't tell me about the CBOE technology that they were loving yesterday. It's down. Here is the C Credit Suisse First Boston technology. Look at all these names here. Huh? How do you like that? So you've got yesterday bull rally, bear rally today, and bears are in control today, and bulls were in control yesterday, and they've been fighting it out with each other. Look at here. Look at here. Computer technology, look at that. That's right. Let us not forget that. Let's go to the Interactive Week Internet Index. Look at that. Look at that. Akamine, Amazon, Baidu's in there, Broadcom. How do you like that? How do you like that? Netflix being down on the day. How do you like it? Huh? So, here it is. Baidu, down nicely on the day. They were all to be sold short in short-term volatility because I said there's no evidence of a market bottom yet. Here. Morgan Stanley Internet stocks over here. Got Google in here. Google undercut. Went down to 501.27, but look at the slew of red. Morgan Stanley Technology. Let us not forget about it. All red. All red. They were selling into it yesterday. That's why you have upside volatility. It gives people that are smart a chance to sell short and get out until the bottom is made. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Utility. All red in the Dow Jones Utility. All red. Philly. Utility. All red. Look at these. There's some good names in here, I can tell you, but they're all being sold again. And they were all shorts. That's the nice thing about it. Knowing where the money's going to print, how it's going to print, knowing how to get in. Let's take a look at biotechnology. Let's take a look at the drug index first. That drug index, they're selling into that. Let's look at pharmaceuticals now. Pharmaceuticals got a haircut too, see? These are the pharmaceuticals. We've seen some selling in some of these names yesterday into the close. And we did. So that's a very good view of about the broad-based selling bear move versus yesterday's bull move.